Hello and welcome to another video. In this one, we're breaking down a project inspired by Cheetah. The Ableton file, presets and samples will be linked in the description, including a few bonus presets. And as always, I've used exclusively stock and free plugins plus Serum too. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. Finally, if you're looking to improve your music production skills, I offer one-to-one coaching. For more info, you can email me directly or DM me on Instagram. Both are linked in the description. Our BPM is 165 and we're in the key of G sharp minor. This project leans a little dark. Specifically, the more classic breaks aesthetic is inspired by X-Rated, while some of the melodic elements are more inspired by tracks like Cloud Sign. Let's start with the drums. The drum arrangement is built around the Amen and Think breaks. Most of the time, these two breaks are following each other. This helps the drums feel like one performance, although there are a couple of stray Think snares. Some of the snares have been repitched or time stretched using the texture algorithm for that classic jungle feel. There are a few reversed fragments too. Next, I've layered a lower pitched Think tambourine, which adds thickness. On the drums group, our first insert is this utility, and I've used gain automation to create small volume variations across the breaks. This helps with dynamics and keeps the breaks feeling lively. The breaks are high passed with the sub provided by the 808. This is more of a classic jungle technique rather than the modern approach of layering heavy electronic kicks underneath break kicks. For the drums, there's Redux, a drum break duster, which is a preset I've tweaked from Raw, Saturator, Fresh Air, Drum Bus in parallel, Isotope Vinyl, and finally we have a clipper. These inserts mean the breaks feel like they've been sampled, clipped, resampled and processed using digital samplers or even sampled off vinyl. Finally, there's reverb via Sende. I'm using the hybrid reverb with this silo warehouse impulse response. As with most of my Send reverbs, I'm trying to recreate the space this music is played in. Next, let's move on to the 808 bass. The bassline uses large melodic leaps. This creates a bouncy feel, aided by the mixture of staccato percussive kick-like fills and weighty longer notes. I'd recommend checking out my Sully basslines video if you like more direction on writing your jungle basslines. There's basic EQ and minimal limiting with soft clipping. Now let's take a look at everything else together in this FX and melodic group.
What no man you get now? Originality man is saying.
First we have the effects. There's a laser, a bullet ricochet, and a cymbal reverse. These are used as ear candy and transitional details. We have a couple of echoes. This one, for example, is using dotted eighth notes with a decent amount of feedback. Creating some pleasant dubby tails. Next, we have one of the central elements, this pad. The first chord is G sharp minor. Then we have this B minor shape over F sharp before landing on C sharp minor. The D in the second chord sits outside a straightforward G sharp minor scale. And this gives the progression a dark, disconcerting vibe without feeling overly dissonant. In Serum 2, oscillator A is a saw wave, while oscillators B and C are sample-based. Using a sample-based pad is a nod to classic jungle, where pads often came from sampled chords rather than synth patches, and often from classic sample CDs like the 0G series. There's a low-pass filter, and it's slowly opening via LFO1. In the effects, we have two-stage distortion. The second is a downsample style distortion, which gives a mild 90s sampler style crunch. There's also EQ, compression, utility, making sure our synth is mono compatible, chorus, phaser, and reverb, so the pad ends up wide, slightly unstable, and a bit more like a resample texture than a pristine modern preset. So some of these LFOs are used for subtle modulations, which we can see if we go to the matrix. LFOs 2, 3, and 4, modulating the main tuning and the amplitude to create subtle pitch and amplitude flux. Bear in mind, these are very subtle modulations. On the channel, I've also used isotope vinyl with the warp control, adding more pitch instability. Next, there's the marimba. We have this descending pattern inspired by the marimba in Cloud Sign. This is just Ableton stock marimba, and there is compression, saturator, overdrive, redux, EQ, and echo. You don't even necessarily need this amount of processing. I just found that it helped the marimba sit a bit better in the mix. The marimba in Cloud Sign is actually even cleaner. Finally, we have the vocals.
What number you get now? Originality, man, say.
The soul vocals are being used almost like a pad. They're fairly legato, and the heavy echo helps stretch them into a longer harmonic texture. Then there's the MC vocals. The original version of these vocals will be linked in the description.
What number you get now? Originality, man, say.
There's spring reverb, which gives that older dub and dancehall flavor. And then there's heavy echo with lots of feedback. Finally, on our overarching group, there's drum bass with compression, although it's only at 11%. EQ to keep the lows controlled, wider, and chorus ensemble, plus a limiter to catch any peaks, although it's not really doing anything here.
What number you get now? Originality, man, say.
I'm also sending the group to send A, so the effects, pad, marimba, and vocals share the same space as the drums. And that's the project. If you found this breakdown useful, please like and subscribe. And don't forget, the project file, presets, and samples are linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.